There's a strange contradiction in firearm ownership. Someone may say, "This firearm protects my life," but ask when they last inspected it, and they don't know. When did they last clean it? Not sure. When did they last inspect the magazine? Can't remember. When did they last verify that the optic screws, sights, controls, or equipment were still in proper condition? Maybe never. If you're going to depend on equipment, maintenance cannot be an afterthought. Hi, I'm Stephen Foreman, owner of Black Sky Tactical. Our mission is simple: provide professional firearms education that develops safe, responsible, and prepared armed citizens. Let's get started. Welcome to episode 5. Today we're talking about firearm inspection, cleaning, maintenance, and function checks. Most people hear firearm maintenance and they immediately think cleaning, and cleaning is a part of it. But the Academy treats maintenance as something broader. It's also an opportunity for condition assessment. You're looking, you're inspecting, you're noticing, you're asking, does anything appear damaged, unusually worn, loose, corroded, obstructed, any difference from the last time I inspected it? The Responsible Armed Citizen Academy specifically reinforces that inspection before cleaning can reveal fouling, residue, wear, or damage that might be less obvious after the condition has been changed by cleaning. Step 1 happens before disassembly. Before cleaning equipment comes out, ammunition management and firearm condition comes first. A cleaning session should be a deliberate activity, not something you do while watching television with ammunition scattered across the table. Not something you rush through because you're trying to leave the house. Establish the work area. Remove live ammunition from the immediate cleaning environment. Verify the firearm's condition. Only then move into the manufacturer-approved maintenance process. The Academy's maintenance sequence begins with unloaded verification and returns to verification at the end. There is no universal field stripping procedure. This connects directly to episode 3. Two pistols can look similar and have different disassembly requirements, different controls, different alignment marks, different spring arrangements, different warnings. Some procedures may involve steps you would never assume without reading the manual. Therefore, don't guess. Black Sky Tactical's Responsible Armed Citizen Academy specifically establishes that model-specific disassembly, cleaning, lubrication, reassembly, function checks, and maintenance intervals are controlled by the manufacturer's instructions. That's an important professional habit. Manual, not memory. Not a random video. Not my other pistol comes apart this way, so it must be the same. Here's a Black Sky Tactical practical scenario. The stubborn slide. You're field stripping a pistol. You've performed this procedure before. But today, one component doesn't want to move. What's the temptation? More force? Maybe a tool? Maybe a tap? Maybe it always comes off eventually. Just stop. When a firearm isn't behaving the way you expect, force should not be your first diagnostic technique. Re-verify the condition. Check the manufacturer's procedure. Make sure you haven't missed a step. And if you still don't understand the resistance, seek qualified assistance. Cleaning is not a competition. Some owners clean obsessively. Some hardly clean at all. Maybe you use one firearm more often than another. The correct answer isn't a universal schedule. Maintenance depends on the firearm, its ammunition, the environment, use, manufacturer guidance, and other conditions. What matters is that you have a deliberate maintenance cleaning intended to remove fouling, debris, contamination, and other material where appropriate. It's also a chance to examine the surfaces you're exposing. Revolvers require individual attention. For revolvers, every chamber deserves attention. Each chamber holds a cartridge separately. Residue or problems in one chamber can affect operation even if the others look fine. The approved curriculum sequence treats each revolver chamber as its own inspection and cleaning task. It includes attention to areas such as the cylinder, bore, extractor region, and external condition. Again, the point isn't to train listeners as armorers. It's to build responsible owner-level awareness. Here's another common misconception. If some lubrication is good, more must be better. Not necessarily. Too little lubrication may contribute to friction or wear. Too much may attract debris, collect fouling, migrate into areas where it doesn't belong, or interfere with the firearm's operation. The Academy's standard is simple. Use the right product in the right place in the right amount according to the manufacturer's guidance. Lubrication is maintenance, not decoration. Another maintenance blind spot is the magazine. People inspect the firearm and ignore the thing feeding the ammunition into it. Magazines can be dropped, bent, dirty, or damaged. The feed can be affected. Springs and followers can develop problems. If a specific magazine repeatedly causes problems while others don't, that's information. Don't simply keep putting it back into the rotation and hoping the problem disappears. So you've cleaned the firearm, lubricated it, reassembled it. Are you done? Not yet. Now you're confirming whether the firearm is assembled back together correctly. Are parts aligned? Is anything left over? Did you force something? Is the recoil assembly oriented correctly? Did you leave a patch or obstruction somewhere where the manufacturer specifies it? Did you perform the appropriate unloaded function check? The Academy makes an important distinction here. A basic function check can confirm certain basic operations. It does not prove the firearm is mechanically perfect. That's a very important limitation. So a car starts and you assume everything is fine. Computer turns on, you assume every component is working. A firearm cycles manually, so they assume it's completely reliable. But every test has limits. An unloaded, manufacturer-approved function check establishes only what the check was designed to establish. It doesn't replace professional inspection when a problem exists. It doesn't necessarily predict every live fire condition, and it doesn't erase visible damage. Here's another practical scenario, the mystery part, and it's a scenario nobody wants. You finish reassembling your firearm, then you notice a small spring or part on the workbench. Do you say, it's probably extra? No. Do not load it. Do not shoot it. Just stop and start to determine what happened. Our curriculum specifically treats unexplained leftover components, cracked major parts, suspected barrel damage or obstruction, repeated operating failures, significant corrosion, and other unfamiliar conditions as reasons to stop and seek qualified assistance. Remember, routine owner maintenance is not gunsmithing. Cleaning your firearm doesn't qualify you to redesign its safety system. Knowing what a trigger does doesn't mean you should modify the trigger mechanism. Understanding springs doesn't automatically qualify you to change spring weights. Our student workbook explicitly warns that mechanical diagnosis and internal modifications belong within appropriate competence and qualified service. Remember, a professional knows the limits of their knowledge. I want you to think of reliability as a history rather than a personality trait. People sometimes say the gun is reliable. What they really mean is it has demonstrated reliable performance under the conditions in which I've used it. That's useful information, but equipment changes over time. Wear accumulates. Magazines get damaged. Optic batteries weaken. Fasteners loosen, and ammunition changes. Maintenance changes. So responsible ownership requires continued observation. If you're serious about training, simple maintenance records can be useful. You don't need an aerospace logbook, but noting things like approximate round count, maintenance date, parts replaced, magazine problems, optic battery placement, manufacturer service, or recurring malfunctions can help you recognize patterns. Memory isn't always as reliable as we believe it is. After this episode, take your primary firearm without unnecessary handling and ask, do I have the manufacturer's current manual? Do I know the manufacturer-approved maintenance procedure? When did I last inspect it? Are the magazines marked so I can identify a recurring problem? Are the sights or optics secure? Is there visible corrosion? Do I have appropriate cleaning supplies? Am I using the correct lubricant? And most importantly, is there anything about the firearm's condition that I don't understand? If there is, stop and resolve that uncertainty before relying on the equipment. Here's the responsible armed citizen takeaway from episode 5. Maintenance is a reliability process and an inspection process. Start safely. Follow the manufacturer's procedure. Clean deliberately. Lubricate correctly. Inspect what you expose. Reassemble without force. Understand the limits of a function check and know when a problem is beyond routine owner maintenance. In episode 6, we're going to move into something firearm owners do far more often than they actually fire a shot. Loading, unloading, checking condition, and transferring control of a firearm. And those routine moments deserve our full attention. Black Sky Tactical is determined to answer your question, so visit blackskytactical.com to email us or send us a text, and we'll answer them. If you're interested in us creating a podcast on a specific topic, drop us a message on one of our socials, and we'll make sure to give you a shout out. You can find our podcast on Spotify and videos on YouTube, but the best experience is in the classroom. Go to blackskytactical.com today to sign up for our Responsible Armed Citizen Academy to qualify for your New York and New Jersey concealed carry permits. Combined with our NRA instruction, you will be prepared to become a responsible armed citizen. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who can benefit from it. I'm Stephen Foreman with Black Sky Tactical. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, train safely, carry responsibly, and remember, being prepared saves lives.